Darn. Oh, well.
Yes.
Life goes on.
It's really about a fun fling sex, right?
A lot of times, I mean, you know, there's a possibility that you can get into a deep relationship with someone with a woman that's a little older than you if you're a young guy, but in general, no.
Okay. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this break to give you our top dating tips for men.
Round and round and round, my head is spinning round and round and round. Round and round and round, my head is spinning round and round and round.
Welcome back. I'm Gloria McDonald, and with me today in the studio is Laura Bilotta, and we're now giving you some tips for men. So first and foremost, men, if you really want to impress a woman, pay for her drinks or pay for the date, right?
Right.
And be chivalrous. We've talked about being chivalrous. We know it's not mandatory any longer, but women love it, right?
Right. And don't talk about yourself the entire time. Allow the woman to, you know, converse with you. I find a lot of times with my experience with dating men is sometimes all they want to do is talk about themselves and they don't ask you any questions, and that just shows the woman that you're not interested in her, what she has to say.
Well, it makes the woman feel that way. That's not necessarily true though, right?
Yes.
I mean, the man might be doing that because he's trying to impress the woman.
Right, or he's nervous.
Yes.
And a lot of guys do that though. A lot of guys do that.
Yes, they talk too much about themselves, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's not how to impress a woman. Okay.
No.
One of my pet peeves is if a man has his profile up online, get rid of the pictures with the baseball cap and the sunglasses, because we talked about this before, women want to see that a man has a way to earn a living and can support himself, and that doesn't impress a woman usually.
But if that's the type of guy that he is, if that's the way he dresses, then that should be the way that he represents himself, though. I mean, the ball cap, if you have one picture with a ball cap and sunglasses, that's fine, but not all of them, because people want to see what you look like.
Yes.
But definitely, you want to have pictures up that represent you. So if you're not a suit guy, don't wear a suit. Gloria, you can't.
Well, no, I agree with you. But you know what? There are lots and lots of men that know how to dress, and they know how to dress well, and they think that their best pictures are those where they're looking dumpy.
Well, a lot of guys don't have good pictures.
Well, go out and get some taken, right?
Or the funny ones are when they take pictures of themselves with the computer, and they're sitting in front of the computer like this, and they're just the worst pictures ever. You have to make sure you look good.
Okay, here's another thing. Men might be checking out a woman's body, but women are checking out how the man is dressed, right?
Right. And I check out a man's body. What
Okay,
you talking about?
but we also care about how the guy is dressed. So pay attention to how you're dressing if you're out on that first date, right? Again, don't show up with the ratty jeans and the sneakers and that kind of thing if you want to impress a woman.
Right. And the way you smell as well. Make
Great.
sure you smell good.
Okay. So Laura, out of all of your experiences with those men and women out there on the streets, what was your favorite one?
I think my favorite would be when I was bench pressed.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I call a man.
Let's go check that one out, okay?
Well, it's a hot one out there today, and Peter and I stumbled across this great gym, Layler Performance Systems here on Richmond Street, and this is the owner. What's your name?
Clarence Layler.
Hi, Clarence. How you doing today?
Very well, very good.
Other than going to or taking a girl on a restaurant, you're a gym type of guy, sporty. What would be a great activity to do with a first date here in Toronto?
First date, well, I can bring her and have a great workout.
All right, Clarence suggesting that he bench presses me, and this is our first date.
I think that would be a great way to get to know each other.
Here we go. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Don't touch my breast. Here we go. I love it. Oh, what a man. See, now that would definitely impress the ladies. Can you imagine if a guy takes you to the gym and bench presses you like that? That's a man.
That was fun.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Laura, I can honestly say I've never had anybody bench press me. And was that a first for you?
Yeah, it was fun. I kept thinking the guy was going to like go under my skirt by accident or something. I was kept pulling my skirt down.
So aside from bench pressing, what do you recommend people do on a first date?
Well, be respectful of each other, listen to each other, make sure both people have the opportunity to talk.
Make eye contact, right?
Eye contact, and ask questions, but don't ask anything overly personal.
Yes,
on the first date.
Don't talk about your ex.
Big one. Right.
Now, I also think that men and women are different, and we have different expectations, and we don't always understand one another. Do you agree with that?
Definitely. We are different. I mean, that's what makes men attracted to women, and that's what makes women attracted to men.
Yeah.
Because we are different. And that's why it's so hard to meet people these days, is because people are so different, and they're not listening to each other, and people are so picky.
Yes. Yeah.
And not giving people a chance, you know?
Yeah, and I think women tend to go into a dating situation thinking, oh, maybe this is the one, maybe this is the one, maybe this is the one, maybe this is Prince Charming. And guys are just like going out there to meet somebody and, you know, well, it might turn into something.
I think let your guard down. When you're going out, don't have high expectations about meeting somebody, but always have it on the back of your mind.
Yes.
And I think your Prince Charming or your princess will eventually come to you. Just put yourself out there, though. Get out to these singles events and these singles parties. Can I tell you about my New Year's singles party?
Absolutely. I was going to ask you, what's going on?
I'm having a fantastic New Year's party at the hottest venue in the city, at the Sheraton Hotel on the 43rd floor, right across the street from Nathan Phillips Square. So the fireworks are right there. Semi-formal to formal event, very classy. It's priced right. There's going to be 350 single people there. So great place for single people to go.
And how do they find out about it?
They can go to my website, singleinthecity.ca.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Laura, and happy holidays to all of our viewers.
Happy holidays.
And happy holidays to you too.
Okay.
And if you have any questions at all for me, please feel free to email me at gloria@perfectpartners.ca or at dating.201@rogerstv.com. Happy holidays to everyone, and we look forward to seeing you here again in 2010.
Round and round, my head is spinning round and round. It's true every time I start to think about all the possibilities of me and you.